Oh, remember us falling on the Faldoran fields. Remember the armies that marched that day. Remember the sacrifice they gave, one and all. Thousands fell on these fields, once green and beautiful. They fell in their thousands, bodies stacked high. Blood soaked the ground and soaked it deep. Oh, heroes one and all, they fell in defense. They fell for their people. They fell for their country's name. So I bid ye remember us fallen at the Faldaran fields. I bid you know, I bid you remember the red geldings that now grow. Remember our sacrifice, remember our pain. On your orders we did not give an inch of ground. On your orders we did not let them pass. We who fell, we who died, we are the ones who fell at Faldaran fields. The Battle of Faldaran changed our known history. If we had broken, if we had failed, our country would have been wiped off the map. Our country would have been destroyed. So yet we stood, outnumbered, outmatched, outmanned. We stood, we fought, and we died in our thousands. We did not let them pass, our lines did not break. We made them pay for every inch of ground. I can still hear my brothers screaming. I can still hear my brothers dying. I can still hear their screams. Do you hear them? Do you hear them? Do you see the blood flowing? Can you imagine the terrors, the hordes of death came for them? Do you remember how Captain Favier steadied the line? Do you remember brave Dalvoul, how he charged the enemy center, 10 men by his side? Do you remember how he made them fear 100 dead by his blade? Him and his 10, they held the center for long enough for us to reform, and they died horribly, but they gave their strength, they gave their all, so the line would survive. So I ask you, do you hear their screams? You know their sacrifice, the blood-curdling death cries from your soldiers at the Faldaran fields. And where the red geldings grow, do you know our names? Do you see our blood-dead faces? Do you remember our deeds that dark, dark day? Are we enshrined in your history? Have we been forgotten? I pray not. For if not for us, those hordes would have taken all the land from Mount Turven to Kudural. And so yet we stood against all the odds, stood against death, stood against the hordes, and we fought and we won, at the cost of our brothers, at the cost of our friends. I saw men I had known for 20 years or more, dead lying upon the ground, for when you gave the order, not one step backwards. They gave all the strength, they gave their last, and they died screaming, sword in hand. I saw the tears flow down their faces. And so I ask you, do you see their tears? Do you see their eyes? Do you hear the screams echoing in your head? Of the men you ordered to hold the line. And by the damn we held the line at all costs. And so the red gilding flowers now cover our bodies. They mark where we died. A massive line stretching far and wide, where we held the line. Even as we saw our friends and comrades die, we held the line. We did everything you asked, and all we requested was the dead be honored. For you know what we said. We said if you defile these grounds, if you forget their names, they will rise like the dead of old and take their vengeance. They did not die, so you could forget them. They did not fall in your defense, just so you could leave them behind. And as far as I can tell, you've honored your word. You've raised a statue to every one of them. Their memories, their deeds are known throughout the land. Tugun the tall, Bagal the strong, Kravin the quick, and so many names ranging in the thousands. Their names are known, their deeds are known far and wide. Raise a glass to them. Honor thine word, protect these fields where your honored dead lie. Those who that fell down in the fields, know their names, know their deeds. They fell for you.